How you doing? First question, do you go by Tay? You prefer Tay?
Yes, sir.
What was Wink Martindale's message to you either last night, today, or what's he said to you since you got picked?
Actually, I haven't talked to Wink since I got picked.
What have the last 24 hours been like for you?
Really exciting, a lot of emotions. It's been really exciting, really exciting.
Hey, we see the physical traits that make you a very good press man cover corner. That's obvious. So what about the less obvious stuff? What about your mentality makes you good at that? Very good.
Oh no, I just feel like I got a mentality to just try to be better every play. So I try to be aggressive and I try to, use my superpower, which is my physicality.
What's it like being in the building today and walking in knowing you're going to be here?
I felt real good, like real good.
What have you done today so far since you got here? Who have you seen, spoken to?
I spoke to the GM, FaceTime head coach. I just ate lunch with my family.
When did you feel like the dream of getting to the NFL was becoming a reality?
I really knew it was real, like going into my freshman year at Maryland. After I got that little I signed my NLI, my national letter of intent. I felt like it was always close.
Why did it hit you at that point that it could happen?
Cause like the high school I came from, it's not really a high school like that people know. Like, and the teams that I've been to, I've talked to a lot of coaches, and a lot of coaches still don't know the school I went to. So I feel like I beat the odds.
When you say you had that confidence going into college, I mean, we know you were only a 3-star recruit, and Maryland was the only school the Power 5 school that recruited you. So it sounded like that was very much internal for you, that other people may not have seen you like that, but you always saw yourself as an NFL player. Why is that?
Sure, 100%. I was always working hard. I always had dedication to my sport. So I feel like once I put my mind to anything, I can do it.
How, there's some discrepancies on your height. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1".
You're 6'1"? Okay, how much do you think that height helps you, on the field? You're a 5'9", 5'10" cornerback. 6'1" is, he's getting up there. How much do you think that helps you?
To be honest, I don't really look into the height like that. I just try to go play ball.
Do you think it does help, though, having long arms, being strong? I mean, obviously, the Giants like you, and the size is part of it.
For sure. Definitely work in my favor.
How much do you look at yourself as like a lockdown, shutdown #1 cornerback, or do you feel like that's something you kind of have to grow into in this league?
It's something I gotta get to first. I gotta get my foot in the door first.
When you met with Wink and with Jerome Henderson, how did they sell you on the Giants?
I'm sorry, say it again?
When you met with Jerome Henderson and Wink Martindale, how did they sell you on the Giants? Like, what vision did they sell to you on
They just kind of like really like felt me. It's kind of like I felt like home for me. Like when I first got here, they took me out there. When I went on a visit, so they took me out to dinner. It was real cool. Like the dinner was real cool. It wasn't real weird. It was real good vibes.
You could have picked 32 teams. The fact you're coming to a team that plays a lot of press man coverage, is that something that excites you?
Yes I do.
What in particular do you feel like are most looking forward to learning from Adoree Jackson, a guy who's been in the league for a really long time, tons of snaps? So, like, what in particular are you hoping to pick his brain about early on?
I feel like he can teach me a lot of things. But first, I just got to get my foot in the door first, so I'm coming here to work.
Have you heard from any teammates yet, or spoken to them, or do you know anybody here?
Yes, actually, I heard from Daniel Jones, Adoree Jackson, and Darnay Holmes.
What was their message to you?
It just was like, for me, just like kind of bringing me in. I like to work. Let's lock in.
Was there any disappointment for you? Baltimore was 3 picks earlier. You're a Baltimore guy. Were you hoping to go there? And did you grow up a Ravens fan?
I definitely grew up a Ravens fan, but I wasn't worried about where I was picked. I just want to get picked. I'm just trying to get here.
As a Ravens fan, how much we kind of asked you this last night, but it was hard to hear. How much did you watch Wink Martindale in that defense, and what did you learn about that?
I actually watched it a lot. It was like they sent a lot of pressure, and they put man behind it. I like that.
How much do you thrive that, like, do you like and do you want to, hey, I'm a cornerback, I want to match up, I want to go one-on-one with the receiver. Is that something you embrace? I mean, is that what you wanted to do when you were at Maryland? And
That's something I just embrace.
what's that?
It's something I just embrace.
What did you actually do to your shoulder, and how tough was it to deal with, basically missing that season?
I tore my labrum. It was real tough, like real tough. Cause like football really my happiness, so like I don't know, it was kind of like a real dark spot for me.
Did you doubt at that point that maybe you would be a first-round pick? Not that you make it to this level, but that it might not be possible to get to this point. You had like, what, a year to sort of prove to these teams that you were that level of cornerback?
Never no self-doubt.
Can you talk about your relationship with Coach Loxley and what he's done for you to help you get to this point?
That's my guy. He got me here for sure. Like I don't know, he a real character. So like he real cool. That's my guy though.
Are there specific things that you think you could talk about that he helped you, to get to this level, knowing you wanted to get here?
I mean, he actually like helped me out with watching film a little bit, but he helped me out a lot.
Yeah, I saw you listed Tavon Austin as your sports hero, at least in your Maryland bio there. Do you have any like personal relationship with him? Has he been a mentor to you at all? I know he's from Baltimore. Any mentorship there? Or do you know?
No, not at all. But he just, for me, he kind of put the city on the map for us. He gave kids like me, like a kid like I was, a hope. Like, give us hope. And that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Are there any
How did
cornerbacks
that-
that you look? Go ahead.
Back to your injury, I guess, how did that maybe change your approach on the game or your outlook on the sport? You said you loved it so much, like you love the game so much. Did it change at all?
It never really changed. I just feel like I just started to really care for it more. Cause like it got taken away from me, so like I don't know. It's like that's not really something I really want to happen again. So I kind of like prepare more, keep my body right more.
Did you do anything, I guess, have anything differently in the way you prepare more and keep your body?
And stay in the training room more. I was in the training room way more.
Are there cornerbacks that you looked up to as you were growing into your college career? The NFL players that you try to emulate?
I used to really like Patrick Peterson when I was younger. I started like Jalen Ramsey, Marshawn Lattimore, them type guys.
Are there any particular parts of your game that you've tried to mold after some of those
It's
guys?
just physical. They talk a lot of trash too, but a little bit.
What's the best thing you've ever said to somebody or had said back to you?
I don't know. People don't really be trying to talk to me too much.
Do you think you need to have that kind of confidence to play your position at a high level?
I feel like you do. I feel like you gotta have a little edge to you. Playing defense in general.
Is that your personality, or is that just you trying to get guys off their game?
No, that's my personality. I'm real competitive.
What do you think when, like, they're drafting you to help them stop A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, C.D. Lamb, Terry McLaurin? What do you think of when you hear those kinds of receiver names and the assignment of trying to stop them?
I think I'm competing.
As such a competitive guy, you're the fourth corner taken. What do you think when you saw three guys at your position go before you?
I'm good for them.
Does that fuel you at all to eventually show you're a better player than those guys?
Not really, but it gave me a little edge.
Terry, I think you said about football meaning, so much for you and to you. Can you help us understand kind of how football has lifted you in moments or given joy to you and your family, that kind of thing?
First, I ain't never been to maybe Las Vegas. I've barely been to New York before. I've been to Chicago. Football didn't bring me, I can, get to city to city, just from playing football. I ain't never really traveled the world before, and I just kind of went on tour, 3 weeks, these last 3 weeks I went on tour. And I really enjoyed it.
Who do you have here with you?
My sister, my father, my mother, my brother, my girlfriend, and my closest friend.
You had never been to New York before, or have you been here a couple
I
times?
played a football game here, and I also visit with y'all, but other than that, I ain't never been to New York like that.
What are you looking forward to about New York, or looking to see or do, or?
I'm here to play football.